Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I show you how to create this nice pink purpley glittery eyeshadow look, and honestly it is so much fun to create these type of looks. I just love how pigmented and they're just all over stunning. If you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. Before we jump into it, don't forget to check out my Instagram page where I upload daily content over there for you guys, so there's always something for you to see. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss an upload. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Till I get up.
Hey. So as you can see from the intro, I kind of want to lately I've done a lot of these pink and purple looks, but they're just so good. Like, I'm honestly loving them. But I will honestly just, this might be my last one for a bit. I just want to do more of one with glitter on it, kind of make a bit more different from all of the others. And I promise you I will be doing different colors, so stay tuned. Now, because I'm going to be using like glitter, pinks, purples, all that, I know from the past I haven't had any fallout before from using the Jaclyn Hill Cross Morphe palette, which that's what we're using today. I actually reviewed this a couple of weeks back, I think, so I'll leave the up here so you can go check that out if you like. And yeah, so as I was saying, I haven't had any fallout from the past, but I kind of want to try and make it like really pigmented, so I'm just gonna start my eyes off and do my base later on. Roll up the sleeves. Okay. Now, when you're doing coloured eye looks, there's a couple of things that are quite handy. First thing is brushes. If you're doing, all the time, there's certain brushes that you need, certain sizes. So one of the main brushes you need is a small flat brush. As you can see, I've got a few of these. I've got more coming on the way. I'm always using them, and this just helps to pack on that color like you'll see me do throughout the video. Next thing is to have a brush that will blend all those colors out in between, but not one that's too big that is just going to go up too far, not where you want it. So I've got a couple of these ones. I will link all the brushes down below, so if there's any that you want to check out, just look in the description, the style, the name, the link, it will all be there. And then I have another blending brush which is a little bit fluffer, a little bit more fluffier, a little bit bigger, and it's just to help those last little bits so they look like this. So the other thing that I get a few people saying is, why aren't my eyeshadows getting more pigmented? Why does it not come out like, if I follow, I don't know, say this picture, but it comes out like this? Why is that? And a lot of the time it goes on the base. A lot of the time they use a concealer but they don't really set it properly, or they don't use enough product. The other thing is, if you want your look to be bright, colourful, you know, really pigmented, you need to go in with a white base, not one that's actually the same colour as your skin. So for all my bright coloured looks, I go in with the P. Louise base in white. And with this, I grab a lot of product, as you can see, and basically just put it on. So I just follow my eyebrow just carve it out. and fill the rest in. And then you'll look like this. Then I just grab a beauty blender, just a little one, and I set this. The reason you need to set it is because you're going to have oil. So concealers have oil. Oil breaks down makeup. So you need to get that oil off. You can just use a straight eye primer. I actually personally haven't used an eye primer yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and place down the base color. It is a lot easier to work from darker to lighter. Because if you do it around the other way, if you do light to dark, it's just a lot harder. It's not really effective. And honestly, if you actually do it on a client, it's so much easier just to work from in to out. So I'm going to be grabbing 2 shades for my base, which is Oh Hello and Temptress. So I'm just mixing those 2 together and basically just placing this on my eye, going carefully to the inner corner, and I'm going to connect it to the outer corner in an oval shape. I'm not going past this outer corner line. Just going to zoom you in a bit more so you can see. So I'm just going back over more with just the darker pink shade and just helping that come out. So once we've done that, I'm grabbing the M321. Nothing on the brush, and I'm very carefully and gently blending out that edge. And I'm just using little circular motions. And blending does take time too. And then I grab an M139, which is that bigger, fluffier one. And I gently go along the outskirts of what I've just blended and just blended that a little bit more. Now, as you can see, some bits look patchy. This is just the first layer, so don't stress too much because we do go back in with those 2 shades again. So I've just placed that in the exact same spot as where we were. And I'm sure you know the next step, which will be blend those little edges out again. Because we've already got that first part, you probably won't have to do it as long as the first time. And just to show you, you can see where it has blended up, and that is what you need. So going back in with the packing brush, I'm going to take Tipsy Girl, and we are placing this only on the part that we've blended out, not on the darker color, not anywhere higher, literally just on that bit that we've blended out. Obviously, there's going to be fallout. That is a given. But we can easily fix that. As you can see how bright it is, that is because of the white base and because we have literally just pushed it down. We haven't blended it. So grabbing another M321, this one's clean as well, haven't used it yet. And same thing, we go along those edges and blend them out. I also do feel like pink takes longer to blend. I feel like that is definitely one of the colors that just takes a little bit. But once you get there, it's really good. And then once again, grabbing an M139, we go along those edges and just gently blend them out too. Now, when I'm blending, I do a mix of like little circular motions. That is the main technique I use personally, or sometimes I'll do like that window wiper. But generally, I'm just doing little circular motions. The other thing is when you're blending, like the further you go out, the more you want a lighter hand. So always, when you need pressure, hold the brush up close. When you don't, literally just hold it by the handle and move it around. The brush will do the work for you. So that's layer 1 of our pink. I'm going to go back in for layer 2 just to help brighten it up more. And then just go ahead and repeat step 2. And then once you've got that, repeat once again step 3. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Not My Journey, and I'm placing that right along where we blended out that black and dark pink shade, and we're going to use this more as a transition shade. And then once again, just repeat steps 2 and 3. And because we had all that fallout, I'm just going back in very carefully with the 2 shades we used at the start and just placing them back in. Okay, so the next step is to cut the crease. So to cut the crease, usually, so you can do one of 2 things. You can use a cotton bud. So to cut the crease, you can do one of 2 things. You can use a cotton bud and some micellar water, or you can use Vaseline, put it on with a flat brush and just wipe it away. I do both depending on what's in front of me at the time. So today I have in front of me the micellar water. So we're going to be doing a half cut crease. If you haven't done a half cut crease before, I do have a very simple basic tutorial. I will once again put the link here. And in here, it's honestly very simple. I only use 2 colors, cut it straight away. I show you 3 tips on how to get that perfect straight line. And honestly, it's everything you need. So I'm going to go ahead and just go and cut my crease with some micellar water, and I'll be back. The reason that we cut the crease when you've got colored on is because if you try and lay a white base or a blue or green, orange, yellow, it doesn't matter what color, it's just going to mix with what you currently have, and you're not going to get that brightness that you want. So I kind of want to do a light purple base. So I'm going to go ahead and use the aqua paint, sorry. These are the aqua colors, and they are water activated eyeshadows. Very good, very useful. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. And I just dip my brush into some water and just go straight into it. Now this color might turn out slightly a little different because the brush I've got has some leftover like darker pink color. So you just want to once again pack that on the brush as much as possible, and using the techniques that I showed in my video if you don't know how to do a cut crease, and basically just go ahead and cut it. And just like that, we have a perfect cut crease and the color's already down. Like, this product is so amazing. So while that is still wet, I just grab one of those smaller brushes and basically just start tapping on it, and just takes a lot of work, but and grabbing the packer brush, we are basically just a little bit. You can do any shape you want here, but I just want to get that outer corner first. Just going to add a little bit more black in, just for the depth of it. Kind of just like that. And then I just gently go back in and just blend that. So that spot there looks pretty crap for now, but we are going to fix it, don't you worry. I just wanted to place that color down before it completely dried and it makes it harder. Now, I really love that color that I've put down. So I'm just going to set it with a translucent powder. Even though these shades dry and like they're not smudge proof, it is still good to set them. So on this outer corner, we're basically doing the same as what we've done on the lid. I'm grabbing a little bit of the purple. And here you kind of want to be very gentle that, you know, you don't go too far. And then grabbing just a tiny bit of the pink. And then we just blend those two. And just basically keep building them up like you do on your actual, you know, eyeshadow look. So I've just pulled that pink across along my lash line a bit more and made it more of kind of like that shape. I feel like it opens the eye up a bit and it's nice to have that bit of a radiant look. So I'm basically just gently going backwards and forwards on this bit now and blending that into that wider light purple shade, which it's now, after I've set it, it has gone more white, but I still like it. So kind of helps brighten the eye up in that area. So that is how we do that bit. I actually really like this look without glitter. But for the purpose of this video, because I did say I was going to do glitter, we are doing glitter. So for this one in particular, I'm going to stick with the rose gold white theme, and I'm going to go ahead and use the BYS glitters. I have got their loose glitters in both colors. So for the first part, I'm going to use the really fine glitter in the rose gold. Now, I never use my brushes for the glitter looks or the glue. It just wrecks your brushes. So I use either the like disposable lip ones, or I go ahead and use the like spongy ones that you find in like eyeshadow palettes and stuff, and no one ever uses them. So depending on how thin I actually need it, I will go use this if I need it really thin. If it's all over, I will basically use this, probably a mixture of both, depending. Now, to stick it down, I have always used lash glue. I know there's a lot of makeup artists out there that use lash glue. It is honestly an all-over good source to have. I always have problems with glitter glue. I feel like it doesn't stay on as much. I haven't found one that actually works. So I go and buy the Duo lash glue, as this has a brush and it is so much easier just to wipe it on. So I'm basically going to just put the glue just like this, just in the like shape that you want it. And then I just dip the thing in and then I just dip this into the glitter and quickly pat it all over. Now for those harder to reach places, that's where I said, like, once again, use the like lip one just so I can get up to that very top. And like, look how much glitter actually gets stuck down. Honestly, you'd be seeing glitter for days with this technique. And then I once again just go back in with those colors, mainly like the black and the purple, and I just tap that over that edge just to help like blend it in more. So after putting that loose glitter down, I now want to use more of this white chunky glitter, just a little bit. Glitter's always fun. So grabbing the glue, I'm literally just dabbing it along this line like where we've blended it. And then you can use the same like lip brush and just placing that on. So I'm just gonna go and quickly put some lashes on, finish off my face, and I'll be back. Guys, I keep looking at my brows and I'm like, are they twins? Are they like... Please, honestly, if you got this far in the video, please comment down below if they look like twins or do you reckon they're still cousins? Because I feel like it's pretty darn close. So I am all back, the look is complete, and I absolutely love the outcome. If you guys recreate this look, please tag me, I would love to see it. And as always, I know a lot of people I have seen that they don't really like the Morphe eyeshadow palettes anymore. I honestly don't think they're too bad for the price point and the shades you get. There are a few where it's a bit of a hit and miss, but that Jaclyn Cross Morphe Volume 2 palette is actually amazing, and for the price I would honestly grab it. If there are any other eyeshadow palettes that you want me to try and use and show you looks created by them, do leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the family. I upload twice a week over here, so there's always something for you to see. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!